The Tree on the Hill. Two trees grew in the same village. One stood on a green hill. The other stood beside a quiet river. They were planted on the same day. They drank the same rain. They felt the same wind. They watched the same moon. For many years they were happy. The tree on the hill loved the sunrise. Every morning golden light touched its leaves. The tree beside the river loved the water. Every day fish danced below its roots. Life was simple. Life was calm. Life was enough. Then one spring something changed. Birds began to visit the river tree. One bird became 10. 10 became 50. Soon the branches of the river tree were full of songs. People came to sit beneath its shade. Children laughed around its trunk. Travelers rested beside it. Everyone seemed to love that tree. The tree on the hill watched from far away. At first it smiled. Then it wondered. Then it asked a quiet question. Why him? The question was small, but it did not leave. The next day it returned. Why him? The day after that it returned again. Why not me? The hill tree still received sunlight. It still received rain. It still grew. But now it looked across the valley more than it looked at the sky, and little by little, happiness began to fade. Summer arrived. The river tree grew taller. More birds came, more people came, more praise came. The hill tree watched every day. It counted every bird. It counted every visitor. It counted every smile. Soon it forgot to count its own blessings. One evening, a rabbit stopped near the hill tree. "You have beautiful leaves," said the rabbit. The tree did not listen. Its eyes were on the river. One morning, the wind whispered through its branches, "You are growing well." The tree did not hear. Its eyes were on the river. One night, the stars filled the sky. The hill tree once loved the stars. Now it barely saw them. Its eyes were on the river. Days passed. Weeks passed. The question became larger. Why does everyone love him? Why does nobody love me? The river tree never spoke about itself. It never asked for attention. It simply stood where it was. But the hill tree imagined many things. Perhaps life is unfair. Perhaps I was planted in the wrong place. Perhaps I should have been beside the river. The thoughts became roots. The roots became chains, and the chains became suffering. Autumn arrived. The leaves turned gold. The air became cold. One day, the hill tree made a decision. I will become like him. I must become like him. The tree stretched itself toward the river. A little at first, then more, then even more. Its roots felt pain, but it ignored the pain. Its branches cracked, but it ignored the sound. Its leaves fell early, but it ignored the loss. Every day, it leaned farther. Every day, its roots became weaker. A wise old bird noticed this. "Why are you bending so much?" asked the bird. "I want what he has," said the tree. The bird looked at the river tree. Then it looked at the hill tree. "You already have what he does not." But the hill tree did not listen. It only stared at the river. Winter came. Dark clouds filled the sky. The wind grew stronger. The villagers looked at the river. "The river tree is in danger," they said. "The water is rising. The storm is coming." Everyone worried about the river tree. No one worried about the hill tree. The hill tree felt a strange satisfaction. At last he will suffer too. Then the storm arrived. Rain fell through the night. The river rose higher and higher. The wind roared across the valley. Branches shook. Leaves flew. The earth trembled. The hill tree waited. Surely the river tree would fall. Surely the famous tree would break. Surely life would finally be fair. But morning came, and the river tree was still standing. Its roots were deep. Its trunk was strong. Its place had prepared it for the storm. Then the hill tree heard a terrible sound, a deep crack, a final crack. Its own roots gave way. Its own trunk fell, and the hill tree crashed to the ground. For a long time it said nothing. Then it whispered, "Why was I never like him?" The river tree was silent. Then it answered softly, "Because you were never meant to be me." The hill tree closed its eyes. The words hurt, but they also felt true. After a while, the river tree spoke again. "There is something I never told you." The hill tree listened. "Every evening I looked at your hill. I watched the sunset behind the mountains. I watched the stars above your branches. I watched the colors in the sky. I always wished I could see what you saw." The hill tree was surprised. "You wished for my view?" "Every day," said the river tree. The hill tree was silent. For the first time it understood. All these years it had looked only at what the other tree had. It had never seen what the other tree lacked. Tears of rain rested on its fallen branches. They looked like tears, but they also looked like peace. When spring returned, a small seed rested on the hill. It came from the fallen tree. The seed looked around. It saw the river. It saw the valley. It saw the sky. Then it made a simple choice. It did not watch the river. It watched the sky. And slowly, quietly, it began to grow.